Okay, everybody, welcome. Apologies, I'm really sorry that we had some technical delays. It won't happen again, so thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm just letting some more people in. Welcome, welcome. Okay, just be patient. There's so many people joining. Wow. Okay, cool. So we've got a really exciting session today. Just bear with me. I'm just letting more people who come in. There's quite a lot of people coming in. You can leave your camera on or you can turn it off if you want. It's not a problem. Okay, cool. So I'm going to try and talk and let people in at the same time. So, everybody, I think you know who I am. My name's Andy. I'm an English teacher, and I've been teaching English for about 7 years now. I've helped over 1,000 students achieve their goals and um, and transform their lives basically. And I was very lucky to be taught with a methodology that enables all students to improve, and it's exciting and it's not boring because I know that so many people go to like boring lessons where they just read from a book and that's it really. Okay, so I think we're nearly ready to start. We're just letting some more people in. Okay, we've got quite a few people in here. Okay, I think what we'll do, we'll start, and then if people come, I will just let them in, like that. So yeah, like I said, my name's Andy. Everybody knows who I am. I think the reason why people should kind of listen to what I'm going to say today is just because the experience I have with like transforming people's lives and helping them achieve what they want to achieve in life, whether that's like traveling, business, even just playing video games online. Like some students I've had are just people who want to play video games and they just want to speak with people playing video games, and that's it. So really, any goal is good. I'm gonna give you guys some real life examples of people who have changed their lives with English. So you can relate to these people, you can connect to them, and you know that it's possible. So I really think that's going to give some like motivation. I'm going to teach some stuff. So today I'm going to teach you some grammar, which is really, really useful in speaking, and you need to know it, especially in business. This is really, really good in business. Also, we're going to have somebody who's just going to come on and we're going to speak. It's a fellow influencer. She's a teacher who has transformed her life. She now lives in America and she works there and she's got a great life over there. And I guess what the goal of this week is, so we're doing three lives, and the goal is to give you a promise. And my promise is that I want to help you transform your life and essentially achieve your goals. And I'm going to give you a vehicle at the end of the week. I'm going to give you a vehicle where you can consistently and regularly practice English. And this is the key. It's really going to help you transform your life. And that's what my super promise is to you. Also, we're just gonna like help you understand your level, so that's gonna happen as well. And then there is gonna be a competition or like a free gift, where at the end I will get everybody to put their emails into the chat, and then we'll do a lottery at the end of the week, and there will be a free gift. So what we'll start by doing is let's just today look at a piece of grammar. So I'm gonna teach this and I will keep watching people that come into the class, but I'm gonna share on the screen. So let's take a look and share here. And I think everybody can see this. Let me know in the chat if there are any problems. Sometimes there's like a little problem with the whiteboard on Zoom. Also, if you could not move your cursors everywhere, it would be amazing. Um, like that. So, all right. Now, the piece of grammar we're going to look at today, it's essential for speaking in business, traveling, personal life, and really, by the time you get to C1 level, you should be able to master it. And That's okay. You can still learn it at A2, B1, but by C1 you should be able to master it. And I'm glad that you guys are loving drawing on the screen, but please don't draw on the screen. This is what my teenagers do in class. They love drawing on the screen, so please don't do it. Even though I'm so happy that you guys want to be artists. All right, so let's take a look at this situation. So the other day, my no problem, Koshi, it's okay. Okay, thank you for the person who keeps drawing. So the other day, me and my friend decided that we were going to get a takeaway. So what is a takeaway in English? A takeaway is obviously we take it away from the shop. We know that. We go to the shop, we take away a coffee. But also in English, a takeaway can also be a delivery. So I can sit at home, I can say, I'm going to get a takeaway. And then I call the restaurant and they deliver it to me. So just remember in English, a takeaway can be when you go to the restaurant and take it away, but it can also be when the restaurant delivers it to you, or Uber Eats, or anybody who's in your country that delivers. So yeah, just remember that. And if you've got a pen and piece of paper and a notebook, write down while we're doing this. Okay, so my friend and I decided to get a takeaway. And my friend's called Jamie, and I've known Jamie for a long, long time. And my friend Jamie said, Andy, which which takeaway do you want? Which takeaway do you want? And the person that keeps being Van Gogh on the screen, please stop it. So, Andy, which takeaway do you want? And I was thinking about it. And then I said, what I really want is an Italian. So I'm not talking about an Italian person. I'm talking about Italian food here. So just remember in English, and write this down as well. In English, when we talk about food, we can say, I want an Indian. I want a Chinese. I want a Italian. Also, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down because I think a couple of people said they can't understand me. So I will slow down a little bit. Sorry about that. So, yeah, the other day, my friend asked me, what takeaway do I want? And I said, what I really want is an Italian. Now, why is this strange? What are we starting with here? And if you can't see the whiteboard, I can just see the message. You can zoom in and out. So you control on your mouse how close and how far away you get. So yeah, zoom in if you need to. Now, so I said what I really want is an Italian. Now, what's special about this? It starts with a question word, but is it a question? It's not a question. So what am I doing here? Yeah, you're right. It's not a question. So what am I doing here? Now, actually, this is called a cleft sentence. And we use cleft sentences for doing two things. When we want to add emphasis, or we want the listener to focus on a piece of information. Now, I added emphasis when I told my friend Jamie that I wanted an Italian for dinner. What I really want is an Italian. I was very passionate. I hadn't had pizza for a long time and I wanted Italian food. So I added emphasis to it. Now, let's have a look at another example where we draw the focus. And thank you for that lovely long black line, Van Gogh. Okay, let's have a look at another example. So let's say manager. And this is for the people that need English for their career. Manager has called a meeting and he says, Sarah, can you come into my office, please? And Sarah says, Sure. Is this meeting to discuss the latest report? And then the manager says, no. Why we are having this meeting is to discuss next week's business trip. Like that. Okay, so why we are having this meeting is to discuss next week's business trip. Now we can see again, we have a question word, but is it a question? No, it's not a question. So one thing that we need to remember is question words aren't always used in question. So write that down. 90% of the time, question words are used in questions, but a small amount of them, they're not. So that's something that might be new for you, is that you are seeing question words being used in positive statements, not in questions. And what is the manager trying to get Sarah to focus on? He's getting her to focus on the reason why they are having the meeting, or she's getting Sarah to focus on the reason why they're having the meeting. So let's analyze the structure. I will put this on the screen. Please write it down. Please feel free to screenshot it if you need to. It's very useful. Okay, I'm just going to put it on there. And remember, you can zoom in and out. You can zoom in and out like that. So this is our picture here. And in it, we have our structure. And could the person who keeps drawing on the screen please stop drawing on the screen? I'm so happy that you want to be a professional artist, but please do it not now. Okay, so this is the structure, and we have a picture of this small car. This is like a smart car. I think they were popular about no problem, Naz. I think they were popular about 10, 15 years ago. And this in English is a monster truck. We call it a monster truck. I'll write it there for you guys. Monster truck. Like that. Now we can see the structure. So if I come over here, we can see that the structure is in this box. And we start with our question words. What, who, when, where, why. Then we have the middle bit. And then we have is, isn't, was, wasn't, and then the last bit like that. Now, let's compare it to what I said to my friend Jamie. Now, I said, what I really want is an Italian. I was so excited about getting that pizza and eating it all in about 5 minutes. So we can see we have what? And then we have our middle bit. And in this example, I really want. Then we have is, which is here. And then we have an Italian here. So I am trying to draw the focus. Oh, people are saying that this is drawing automatically. It's okay. Just don't move your mouses. Don't move your cursors. Don't move your mouses. And then we won't have any Vincent van Gogh. Okay, so you can see how I have broken down that structure. What I really want is an Italian like this. And please don't move the the screen as well. Please don't move the documents. Okay, cool. Now let's do a few exercises. So what I will do, I'm just going to put this on the screen, and you can type your answer into the chat. You can type your answer into the chat like this. So these are some examples of cleft sentences. And let's do exercise 1 together. So read number 1. I want to go is the cinema. There's a really good movie coming out this weekend. What's the missing word? Write the missing word in the chat. Mm, I want to go is the cinema. So just in the chat, write the missing word. Now, number one's missing word, we're talking about a place where we are going. So it's where. Yes, Katarina, who put into the chat, where I want to go is the cinema. There's a really good movie coming out this weekend. So this person is adding emphasis and they are saying, I really, really want to go to the cinema. Now, what about number two? Hmm, your grandmother is coming is tomorrow. You need to clean your room. So what word are we missing there? It's about tomorrow, so it's a time. Yes, yes, Katerina. Yes, Stig. Yes, Nadia. Yes, Array. I hope I said that properly. Yes, we're correct. The next one is when. Okay, let's go on to number three. Mm, we're here is to return this microwave. We're not going to look at the TVs. So we need the reason. It's the reason we are here is to return this microwave. So Parisa's got it right. Kosha, Oksana, yes. Katerina, oh, three in a row, Katerina. Hooray, yes. So we've got Y. Excellent. Let's go to number three. You did was wrong. Apologize to your sister. So I can imagine an angry parent saying that. What do we think? What's the answer to number four? Yes, Parisa's got it right. Oksana's got it right. Gosha, yes. Okay, wow, we're getting more people. Good stuff, guys. What you did was wrong. Apologize to your sister. Okay, it's giving me like memories of my mum and dad when I was a teenager. And they're like, Andy, go to your room. Okay, the next one, number five. Mm, wasn't at the party, was George. Was he sick? So here we're talking about a person. Paris has come, Naz is coming quick. Nice. Okay, okay, you guys are bloody smashing it now. Nice. Why? Sorry, who wasn't at the party was George. Was he sick? Okay, cool. And number six, we are going to do is help Sally. Who's with me? I can really imagine this in a movie, in a Hollywood movie, where somebody is trying to motivate people. Not when in number six, guess again. It's about an action. We are going to help. Array's got it right. We're going to help Sally. It's yes, you're right, Oksana, as well. What we are going to do is help Sally. Who's with me? So yeah, it really sounds like it's from like some movie where somebody is trying to motivate everybody. What we are going to do is help Sally. Who's with me? Okay, okay, cool. So that's basically cleft sentences. And cleft sentences, we use them to add emphasis. We use them to draw the listener's focus. And they start with question words, but they're not questions. They're not questions. So that's just something to think about. It's probably new for some of you. We can use question words, but not in questions like that. Okay, so that's a little bit of grammar. I'm going to speak in about 10 minutes. I will speak about how you can remember that grammar and how you can automate it in your head and what the next steps are. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask, I have a fellow influencer who's going to come on and we're just going to talk for a few minutes and you guys can listen to our conversation. If there's any words you don't know, you can write them down. And it's just going to be a good listening exercise, but it's also going to give you guys some advice and some examples of people that have progressed. Okay, so just give me like 1 second. If I'm just going to send the link to the other person. If you, while you're waiting, just write down some notes. If you need to, take a screenshot, write down anything that you didn't know. Okay. Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we have 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So thanks for being patient, guys. I'm just going to send this link to my to this person who's going to come in. 1 second. Okay, thanks for being patient, guys. All right, I think they're just going to come now. I've just sent them a link and they should come in. So yeah, this is another influencer from Instagram. I'm just gonna see. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. And thanks for being patient. I really appreciate it. Okay, thanks for being patient. We're just getting somebody to come in who's gonna chat with me for a bit. And like I said, just while you're waiting, think about how you can use cleft sentences in your life, where you would use them, how you would use them, which situation. Okay, I think, let me see if I can unmute. Jana, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Andy.
Hey, thank you for being so patient. We had some technical difficulties. Um, yeah, how you doing today anyway?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. You just want to like just for like 30 seconds just tell the group like who you are, where you live, what you do.
My name is Jana. I'm actually from Ukraine, but last 2 years I live in the United States, and 9 years already I'm teaching Russian language as a foreign language. So I use English for teaching Russian. I don't know why, Andy, but I can't see you. I only see the whiteboard. Is it how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's okay just because we were doing some grammar, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, awesome. So we'll probably just speak for like maybe 6 minutes and then you can go. So I'm sorry about the delay again. But I just wanted to ask you, like, so when students come to you, what what level do they usually have? And or does
Uh,
it vary?
the level of English or the level of Russian?
Well, I guess both really. I just want to show the guys in this Zoom meeting like progression and what they can achieve as well. So yeah,
Mhm.
do you teach people of all levels?
I teach people of all levels. Yes, I teach students of all levels of Russian, starting from zero till advanced level, those who want to improve their Russian language skills. Yes, and so it doesn't matter with what level students come to me. Uh, yeah, and the progress they can reach, it depends on the student because, every student is very different. And let's say that the usually students who come with zero level, during after the first 5 months, they're already able to speak Russian on the level of A1, like
Hmm.
confident one level. So they're aware of all basic grammar. They can build their own sentences on this, speak about basic topics as all things that tourist needs, how to go to the shop, how to do. So all the basic level this course covers.
Okay. And that quick progression, that's because they are practicing with you regularly, consistently, and practicing lots of speaking.
Yes, yes. This quick progression is because they move on the program where they don't have one class per week, which is not enough to have such a quick progress. They have 4 classes every week, and 2 of these classes is only conversational classes, and 2 of these classes is like basic grammar, basic vocabulary, all the basic things, and then they have practice. Then again, the class where they have all the basic things, and then they have practice. And that's why they're able to reach such good results for such a short period of time.
Yeah, that's probably one of the things that I've seen most with my students. The ones that progress the quickest are getting regular speaking practice. And what are they practicing? So I've seen that like practicing real life scenarios is really
Yeah,
useful. Do you do that?
exactly. Yes. Yes. So they learn some grammar structure, and then they practice in real life scenario where they can use this grammar structure, where they can use this vocabulary in their real life. And because I work with each student individually, that's why I know the goals of each student. For example, let's say that this student, he wants to speak about the sport more than about other things. Then we apply this in our lessons more than, for example, speaking about music or something else. For other, reading Russian classic literature is more interesting. That's why we try to apply this in their lesson to keep their motivation on the high level.
Okay, okay. What's yeah, so I think it's awesome what you said about knowing the student and knowing their goals and putting that in place. Actually, that's one thing that I've seen is a bit of a problem is sometimes like teachers don't really know what the goal is and they don't know the level of the student. I've seen that sometimes in English classes. Have you ever seen that where there's like a teacher who doesn't really understand a student?
Who really don't understand the student?
I guess yeah, they are.
I think it's like very not difficult to find approach to each student if the teacher wants to do it. Yes.
Yeah. Um,
I already have the team of teachers, and uh, I like the teachers who hear the student and who are able to hear what his or her goals are and
mhm.
able to adapt a little bit a lesson according these goals, because it's what I do in my experience, and it works for students to because to make them feel motivated is one of the teacher's job, as I feel it, what we do.
Yeah, of course. So you're saying it's easy for a teacher to know what a student wants, but the teacher has to
Yes, yes,
want to do
but
it.
you know that some students they're more open, other students they're more closed, and it's also teacher's job to know what hobbies of student have and all these things. So it's what we do. Yeah.
Okay. And what I wanted to ask actually, have you had any students who have like as well as lessons with you, have they ever had like they've been part of a speaking community? Have you ever had any experience of that?
I have very different students. Some of them they already live in Russian speaking country, and
Yeah.
they came because yes, because like what they thought before is that they will start living in Russian speaking country, then they don't need to learn Russian because somehow uh, it should appear in their brain without doing anything. But it doesn't work like this, unfortunately. And they already live in Russian speaking country. and they keep doing classes to be able to get some basic knowledge, because without basic you are not able to build sentences, you are not be able to use grammar to build your own sentences. Yes, you can pick up some vocabulary and some conversational phrases, but it's not enough to express your thoughts at all.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay, I think we can probably finish there. Thanks for being patient with that. I really appreciate it. We had some like technical difficulties, but it's life.
It's
So
okay.
okay,
It's okay.
well, I'll send you a message later, but thanks very much.
Yeah. Have a
Okay.
great day. Bye.
Yeah, all right. Have a good day. See you later, Jana. Bye. Okay, guys. So we were just speaking there about things, the importance of like the teacher knowing the student. That's something that I always do. We need to know the goals. We need to know what level they are. So that's super important. There's too many people not doing that. And actually, I just put it in there, but I don't know if you guys noticed. And I said to Jana, what I wanted to ask you is about the importance of a speaking community. So I hadn't planned that, but I put a little cleft sentence in there, and you can see that it doesn't start. It starts with a question word, but it's not really a question there. It's just a statement. It's just a statement. Um, okay, cool. What we will do, I just want to, I know sometimes it's kind of difficult to feel unmotivated because you have no like proof that you can achieve your goals and that it's possible. So I have some stories which I think will be very inspirational for you. It's people that I've met in my life who have achieved their goals and are through English and through regular speaking practice, they've achieved their goals. They've achieved their goals. So I think there's a couple of I think there's a couple of times people have procrastinated, and that means when they should be practicing English, but they don't. So I'm just going to close the whiteboard here, guys. If anybody needs to take a screenshot of the notes or anything like that, please do it now, and it's useful. I always recommend students take a screenshot or a photo like that. So. I had one student called Simone. Simone came to me and wanted to join my speaking club, but hesitated. And I didn't hear from Simone for about 6 months. And in the end, when they came to me, I said, "Okay, Simone, what have you been doing for the last 6 months, and how's the progress?" And Simone had made no progress, really. Hadn't been doing regular speaking practice. Hadn't didn't have a plan. Simone's teacher didn't understand them, and then Simone and I worked together, and we set out a plan. We did regular speaking practice 3 times a week. We practiced situations which we knew Simone would be in. And now Simone, who practiced regularly 3 times a week regularly, now lives in America and working in IT. That was their goal. And they went from A2 to C1 pretty quickly. I'd say it's one of the quickest progressions I've seen, probably about a year and a half. And it's rare that that happens, but it's possible. It's possible with regular speaking practice. I've also had students who said they've not got enough money, not got enough time, because you're probably sitting there and thinking, how can I transform my life? How does Andy's promise work? Like, how can I practice English regularly and consistently and not spend lots of money and not spend lots of time? So the first thing we have to remember is English is like an investment, and we are investing now for the future. And why? Why are we spending money now? It's because in the future we are going to achieve those goals and it's going to feel great. It's going to feel great when we can speak English at C1. It's cool. And it's going to feel great when we can do a presentation in English, when we're living in a country where we want to live, or we're working for a company that we want to work for. So that I just want to focus on that idea of like transformation and how it's possible with we do need to improve our speaking, Nadia. Good point. How it's possible with not spending a lot of money and not spending a lot of time. So it's definitely possible. Now, I had one student, Sergey, didn't have enough money. He said to me, I gave him a discount. And so what I said to Sergey is, I will give you a discount on my lessons until you've got a better job. And then when you have that job, you can start paying me the amount. And that really worked. I mean, Sergey stayed with me because Sergey knew that I understood his goals. He knew that I understood the importance of speaking regularly. He knew that I understood his level, and he knew that I knew he didn't have a lot of money and he didn't have a lot of time. But we sorted that. There's people that don't have enough time too. I had a student called Dasha who was struggling with studying at university, raising her child. She was a single mother, and she said to me, I didn't have enough time. So what we did there is we made a schedule where she could practice speaking with me on the phone. So with me and Dasha, the arrangement was she calls me, we practice 3 times a week on the phone, and she can get the regular, consistent speaking practice she needed to transform her life and still be a mother, a great mother to her kid, still study at university, still, I think she went to the gym once a week as well. So all this is possible. Um, Now, earlier when we studied the grammar, I said to you I wanted to show you what is important next. So we looked at the grammar, we looked at the structures, we looked at the examples of cleft sentences, and we looked at where we can use them. So what's next? How do we remember that? Now, that is when the importance of consistent, regular speaking practice comes in. So it's not it's super difficult to remember things like our the grammar that we learn is super difficult to remember if we don't practice it in speaking. So that is something that we need to do. How do we do that? The best thing that I've seen is a speaking community. So in the speaking community, people can regularly and consistently practice the grammar that they've learned in their lessons. And they can do that like 3 times a week. And all they need to do is look who else is in the speaking community. They can check that they're the right level. They can message them and they can say, do you want to have a conversation tomorrow at 3 p.m. where we will practice cleft sentences? So that's the next step. Once you've learned grammar, you have to start using it in consistent, regular speaking. Otherwise, it just goes out our head. And then next year, you have the same lesson. You're not progressing. Your life's not transforming. You're not feeling great because you're doing a presentation at Microsoft or you're speaking fluently with people while you're traveling like that. So that's really I want to like, if there's one thing you take away from this lesson, it's the importance of practicing speaking consistently and regularly. It's important. So we're going to have 2 more classes. I'm going to teach 2 more bits of important grammar and other tips that are going to help you. They're going to be on Wednesday and Friday. And it's to get to the next level, to achieve what you want to do, to transform your life, you need to come because the grammar that I'm going to teach you is essential for business, traveling, and just conversation, like cleft sentences today. So just before we finish today, I want everybody, can you put your email into the chat, please? So please put your email address into the chat. And this is because at the end of the week, we're going to do a competition where we will randomly choose one person and then I will give them a free one-to-one speaking lesson. And yeah, that would be the prize. Thanks for coming. And thanks for being part of the Telegram as well. So yeah, everybody put your email addresses into the chat. One of my team, my wonderful Ed, who's part of the team, he's going to copy them down, and then we'll put it into the competition at the end. Just while people are doing that, can you just give me some feedback? What do you guys think? Can you write in the chat? Did you find today's session useful? Um, did you enjoy the grammar that you learned? Was it new for you? So just send me some messages, some feedback, something maybe you would want to see more next time, something you like, something you didn't like. Somebody said it hits different. Thank you. That's really, really good. I'm glad that you feel that way. Okay, everyone's putting in their emails. Very helpful, Naz. Thanks a lot. Interesting. Okay, cool. And remember, when you go away, think about how you're going to practice this piece of grammar. How are you going to practice the cleft sentences? Are you going to join a speaking community? Are you going to speak with a friend? And which situations will you use it in? And you can think, will I need to use it in a presentation? Because cleft sentences, it's really common to have them at the start of a presentation. We can say, why I'm here today is to talk about our yearly profits. So you will notice that at the start of presentations in business, you will see cleft sentences as well, because we want to draw the listener's attention to the reason we are there, which is to talk about our yearly profits. Okay, so everybody keep putting your email addresses in. And let me know if you enjoyed it, if you didn't, what you want to see more next time. And remember, on Wednesday, we are going live at the same time, and on Friday as well. And maybe on Friday, England will have won the European Championship, and I will be the semi-finals, and I will be super happy. Oksana said, is it possible to have speaking practice? Yeah, so Oksana, if you come Wednesday and Friday, I'm going to give you a vehicle where you can have regular speaking practice consistently, and you can practice what I've taught today. And also, Oksana, message me. Um, Oksana, message me on Telegram or Instagram as well, and I can give you some more useful things. Not every week, just this week we'll be doing the lives, but there will be more. And yeah, you must come to Wednesday and Friday because the grammar I'm going to give you is super important, and I'm going to give you that vehicle where I can help you transform your life by consistent, regular speaking practice. Okay, so I think everybody's put their emails in. Okay, I think we can go. I mean, Ed's not said anything, so we can finish now. Okay, cool. So thank you very much. Sorry for the delay. Cleft sentences are super important. My promise to you is that I can help you transform your life and achieve your goals. And at the end of the week, I will give you the vehicle to do that. And yeah, thank you very much. And thank you for joining the Telegram channel. It shows me that you guys are dedicated and that you want to achieve your goals. Okay, my team are telling us to wait a second. Uh, if you do need to go, you can go. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to tell you guys that I will be putting the winner of the competition in the Telegram channel. Okay. So just remember, take a screenshot of what's on the board as well, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right. Thanks a lot. And I'll speak to you guys in the Telegram channel. Thanks for coming in. Good luck with your English. I'll see you on Wednesday.